Hey y'all, it's Betsy and today is another Keto and CrossFit update. I do these every single Wednesday and today is kind of an odd week. So as of today, my weight is still 161, so it's the same as it was last week. So not too bad, I guess. My bust is at 36 inches, so I lost a ½ inch in my bust. My waist is at 29 inches, so it's up an inch, but I feel bloated today, so that may be part of the reason why my weight hasn't changed either. It has been unseasonably cold here in Texas, where it's been freezing, literally. The lows in like 32, which is extremely cold for down southeast Texas where we're at. And if you're not familiar with like humid weather, whenever it's that cold, it feels a lot colder than what it actually is because of the humidity, which is what it's been. And then my hips are at 40, so there's no change there. But I made gumbo and I had rice, and rice is not good for keto, so. And I've noticed when I eat carbs, it does tend to make me bloat a little bit. And as far as exercise goes, over the past week, it was kind of terrible. As you can see, this is my march right here. You can barely see it because there's not a lot of rings filled. Thursday, March the 1st, we went to, Thursday, the 28th of February, which was Thursday, we went to have our taxes done. So where we go for our accountant, it is like an hour-and-a-half drive, hour-and-a-half to 2 hours, depending on the weather, and the weather was kind of cruddy. So we were in the car all day. We sat, and we didn't get home till after workout. So we didn't get to work out Thursday. Friday we had company in, so didn't get to work out on Friday, and I didn't get my walk in because it was pouring down rain, as well as on Saturday and Sunday. So not a lot going on from Thursday to Saturday. Yesterday we did get a workout in. I didn't get to walk because, again, it was unseasonably cold. I don't want to get sick. I have too much to do to get sick, so being outside walking whenever it's 30 degrees is probably not the best idea, or at least it's not for me. I tend to get, especially because our weather changes so drastically, at least it has been lately, where I get super duper sick as soon as the weather changes, like my sinuses and all that crud just. But I mean, like tomorrow, today it got up to 58. So yesterday it was in the low 40s, high 30s. Today it's almost 60, and tomorrow it's gonna be rainy and 74. So as you can see, our weather cannot make up its mind. So I'm hoping for next week to have a better week. Typically I do walks on walk jogs every single day, and I try to do between 3 to 5 miles a day. Especially I try to do more on Saturday and Sundays, because our gym on Saturdays, their last class is before I get off work, and we typically go to the 6:30 class because that's the last one of the day. I don't close the shop till 6. My husband works in Beaumont, which is about 30 minutes away, and typically he doesn't get off till 5:30, 6 o'clock. So the 6:30 class is the best one for us. But as I said, sometimes life happens and it's not always the best week. You can't always get everything done that you want to get done. That's kind of how it is this week. But I still feel good. I still feel like I look better. I'm happier. I'm healthier. Like, if you ever watched Legally Blonde, and you know how Elle Woods says, well, she couldn't have killed her husband. And she exercises all the time, and exercise gives you endorphins, and endorphins make you happy. I really think that that helps, especially with as cruddy as the weather has been, because normally whenever it is this gross, it's like go into a depression because you can't go outside, you can't do anything. And I can take heat and humidity, cold and humidity. That's why I live in the South, because I don't like the cold. I'm not a big fan of when it gets snows and stuff like that. And we rarely have snow, and if it snows, it doesn't stay because it doesn't freeze throughout the day. So as I said, our weather has been a little on the kooky side. So hopefully that gets straightened out. Next week's spring break for the kids, so that's gonna be a crazy week. So we'll see how all of that goes. But I mean, other than the gumbo and rice, which we make chicken and sausage gumbo, which I'm not sure if you're familiar with gumbo. Gumbo has a roux for the base, which is flour and oil, but it gets dissolved out between a big pot. So I'm sure if I didn't have the rice, it wouldn't have been so bad for keto, because other than the chicken, which I use all the breast meat chicken, sausage, which I typically use like a beef sausage in it, like a hot link style sausage like Zumos, and then I add green onion, celery, and depending on the day, if it's super duper crazy, then I'll use a store-bought roux like Doge's. But if it's not a super crazy day, I will take and make a homemade roux. Now, if you've ever made a roux, you know why I say it depends on the day, because it takes forever to cook a roux, to get a good, nice, dark brown roux. Other than that, we ate a lot at my mother and father-in-law's because we have company in town from North Carolina. They live across the street, so we went and ate over there to spend time with everybody. Oh, and plus I had a piece of cake. It was a caramel cake, but it had butterscotch chips on it, and it tasted like butterscotch. It was so rich. I had the tiniest piece, and I felt like I was on a sugar high. It's just, it was that sweet. But it was good, and just not what I was expecting. When you expect to taste caramel, you expect to taste caramel, not butterscotch, which, as I said, I don't mind butterscotch, but it was definitely more butterscotch than caramel. I keep looking in the monitor at my hair. I'm not used to it. I'm working on some of my New Year's resolutions, and I purchased some hot rollers from Target, and I hot rolled my hair. This is only the second time I've played with it, and it's curlier than it was yesterday, which was the first day that I played with it. So it's just all about practice, but I do kind of dig the big hair. Maybe to me it makes my face look a little thinner. But I mean, as you can see, neck looks thinner, collarbones look thinner. So I mean, I'm getting somewhere. Anyways, this is kind of a rambly video, and I'm sorry. But we hopefully will be trying some new recipes over the weekend and next week, so hopefully I can tell you more about those. But if you do check out my Pinterest page, which is just under Betsy Gocher, I do save recipes that I have tried, and there are several good keto recipes on there. But I guess that's it. Let me know if you're on a keto or a CrossFit journey, and let me know how it's going for you. Oh yes, last week, CrossFit. I forgot to bring my vlog camera for our challenge. But we did a sandbag carry, and I carried a 100-pound sandbag for 234 feet, which is really good. 100 pounds is a lot of weight to me, and I was able to do it. So I'm proud of myself for that one. We did that, and then we did, what was the other part? Box jumps. And I did box step-ups, because for me to do a box jump, because I'm so short and trying to jump up 20 inches, is a lot for me. I have to like talk myself into it. So if I'm trying to jump, it'll take me 10 seconds just to talk myself into doing one jump. So I did box step-ups, and I think I did like 24 of those, or 34 of those, something like that in a minute, which is really, really good. So we're all working on our fitness. Everybody's losing inches. Some are losing weight more than others, but I mean, we're working out as a family. So everybody who goes typically when we go to CrossFit is myself, my husband, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and Nadia and her boyfriend, and sometimes the boys will go with us. But I guess that's it. I will see y'all in the next one. Check me out on all my social medias: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest if you want to see recipes and things like that. Don't forget to subscribe right down below, and if you hit the notification bell icon, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is Mondays, which are miscellaneous, Wednesdays are always keto and CrossFit, and Fridays are crafting for Disney. Other than that, check out my main channel, Cuttin Corners Vinyl. I do all the full-blown vinyl tutorials for Cricut, Silhouette, and Brother Scan and Cut there. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.